I would like for this to be sent to corporate. I want corporate to see it, and I want them to do something about those people. It was on Sunday. It was February 5th. Do you know anything about DoorDashing? So what we are is we are a third-party delivery company. You place an order online. I come to the place. I pick it up. Then once I pick it up, I'll bring it to you. So we're the delivery companies. So with the DoorDash, when you accept a delivery, it gives you a time to be there. So when you get there, you push arrive, and then it gives you a time limit to be able to stand there and wait for the merchandise to pick it up. Once you pick it up, you pick it up. Then it gives you a time limit to drop it off. So we are on interval time limits the whole time. On the 5th of February, I have a call at 10 o'clock in the morning down to Burger King, 819 Dawson Street, the store 2150. I get in there. I'm about 8 minutes early. I let the lady, when I get to the store, I push arrive. I get into the store. I let the lady know that I'm here. It goes up on their board or on their computer screen on the corner. It will go up on that to let them know that I'm here. I was early. It was about 8 minutes early. So there wasn't a lot of people. Like I said, it was Sunday morning. There was a family to the right that had already been served. There was like 3 people in line through the drive-thru when I came in. There was a couple people in the store. I'm 8 minutes early. The lady in the front, she gives me my drinks. I've got 4 drinks sitting in front of me. I've got 2 deliveries to pick up. I don't say anything. I'm early. When I arrive and the lady up front tells her that I'm here, she says, okay, well, I'm waiting on eggs. No problem. So I stand there for the whole 8 minutes. I let her handle the people that are in the store. I let her handle the people that the lady that's doing the wraps and all. I let her handle the drive-through. When it's time for me to pick it up so now I've got time. Now it's time for me to pick it up. I wait about 5 minutes later after the time limit the time I'm supposed to pick it up. I ask the lady in the front, ma'am, do you know how much longer for my delivery? Because so she's like, she asked the lady in the back. Also, the lady that was coming through the drive-thru asked her, are you still waiting for your delivery? I've been coming to this place for about 2 years. Are you still waiting for the DoorDash? I said, yes. So she asked the lady in the back again, how long for the egg? How long are the DoorDashes done? She said, I'm waiting on the eggs for the second time. No problem. 10 minutes after the time that's allotted for me to pick up my deliveries, I've sat here for 20 minutes almost now. I asked the woman at the register, I said, look, baby, I have a time limit that I have to pick it up. I'm 10 minutes late. So she goes to ask the lady again in the back, and the woman says for the third time, I'm waiting on eggs. I said, ma'am, do you know how much longer? You told me that you were waiting for eggs when I arrived here. She said, well, I'm telling you that again. I said, ma'am, I'm 10 minutes late. This lady's name is Jessica. I said, ma'am, I'm 10 minutes late for picking up my deliveries. I said, I see you giving the eggs out, You're giving them through the window. You've served these people. You're giving them breakfast. I see that. I just want to get my 2 deliveries so I can get out of your way. She said, well, you'll stand there another 10 minutes. I said, ma'am, I've been here for 20 minutes. She said, if you had a real job. No, hold on. Before she said that, the lady, a woman comes from behind because at this time, she's talking a little loud. There's people in the store. We have been standing there for 20 minutes listening to this woman talking about, I'm sorry, I'm about to cuss, but I'm going to tell you what she said. Jennifer. First, she's like, oh, I'm used to being on the shit shift. Apparently, the shit shift is nighttime. I'm used to being on the shit shift, man. I can't believe I'm up here. I'm opening. I'm usually closing. And I can't believe I'm up here opening the store in the morning. And whoever the manager, whoever the person is that did the schedule, she said, well, she's just going to have to get used to me fucking being late because I'm used to working the shit shift. Don't pay that no mind. Then she's talking. These are people. There's children here. There's people here. The whole store can hear her talking. We don't say anything about it. Then she says, she's talking about stupid ass people paying $15,000 for ringside seats at a court or on a court of a basketball game somewhere. And you can only really, I paid $6,000 to sit 6 rows up. They paid $15,000, just talking loud. So after I asked her, said, ma'am, how much longer? I've been sitting here for 20 minutes waiting for the eggs. Another lady comes out from behind the wall, who turns out, I later find out, is the manager. She's the manager that let's talking to this lady, the manager for that day. So she comes around the front and she said, we don't get your delivery, or we don't get it on the screen until you have pushed arrived. And I said, I know that. I said, and I pushed, you can look at the screen. It tells you I pushed arrived 20 minutes ago. Okay. I've had my drinks for 18 minutes now. I'm just trying to get my stuff. So then the woman in the back, Jessica, she says, if you had a real job, you wouldn't be standing here for 20 minutes waiting for someone else's menu. You'd be getting a real job. You wouldn't be standing here waiting for someone else's stuff to deliver it to them. And I said, honey, I've got a real job. The whole time the manager standing there talking. Then I try to, when I said, she's like, I just don't want to talk to you no more. That's what the manager said. This woman I was like, you know what? Your elevator must not go up real high because we do have a good job. So this job is so well. I make good money every week and we pay taxes. That's how real this job is. And then the lady, she just keeps getting louder. Yes, the elevator don't go up. The elevator don't go up in front of God and everybody. The kids, the family to the right, there's women, there's children, there's husbands. They get up and leave. The people that they had served were already gone. There's a man sitting in the back the whole time. So then the lady at the drive-thru, which I've been coming there for 2 years now. I've worked for 2 years with this company. So the lady at the drive-thru, she said, don't argue with them. I said, I'm not going to argue with them. I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I said, I'm going to call my boss, and I'm going to let my boss call their boss, and I'm going to let their bosses deal with her. I said, because that's bullshit. So she finally gives me my stuff, goes out. I come back later. I see what the name is, the girl's name. I learn her name is Jessica. I leave. I call my boss. I tell them exactly what happened because I'm typing them the whole time. So in the morning, my boss has apparently called the morning shift, Monday morning shift. When I don't know what happened, but I get another delivery over there. When I come up in the afternoon on Monday, the 6th, trying to talk, when I see that's the manager, said, ma'am, may I speak to you? I said, are you the manager? She said, yes. I said, well, can I speak to you? She's like, I'm really busy right now. I don't have time to talk to you, but you can talk to her. And she points to the woman that was on the shift the day before that allowed this stuff to happen. She points to her and I said, that's part of the problem. That's the manager. I said, that's part of the problem. She allowed that stuff to happen yesterday. And so she's like, instead of trying to hear me, she was like, you're not allowed in this store. You're not allowed in the store. I got kicked out and I did nothing wrong. I would like something to be done about it. The only reason I haven't turned in my paperwork to the Better Business Bureau is because I'm hoping these people will do something about it, because that is not allowed. That's not one, but two managers that are letting them be unprofessional. She has no customer service knowledge at all. And that's not all right. That is not, I did nothing wrong. I don't work for her. She don't work for me. We work together. And I do not appreciate her degrading me in front of God and everybody. I'm sat here 10 minutes after I have a time limit that I have to pick up my stuff. After that time limit, I get in trouble. I waited graciously 20 minutes. There's no reason why I should even waited that long. The store is not that busy. I want this to go to corporate. I want them to teach both, not one, two managers. There's two managers that dropped the ball in this situation, and they allowed that woman to talk like that and act that way to me. I did nothing wrong. And not only was she acting that way to me, it's in front of all the patrons at the store. Me, personally, I want them to be handled. I want to be able to be allowed to do my job. I've been there too. I've never had a problem with anybody. Never had a problem with anybody. Not one, not two, but two managers did nothing about their employee acting that way. I want them to be handled. I want them to learn how to be managers. I need that woman who has no social skills, no professionalism. She needs to be taught, or stick her back on the shit shift. It's whatever she calls a shit shift. Put her back on that, because at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning in front of children, families, and other people that are patroning, I think it's a little too early to be raunchy and acting that way. That is very unprofessional. I do not agree. I don't need a great apology. I don't need nobody bowing over, kissing my butt. And I do think that needs to be handled. And I would like to be notified and let know what's going on.